This is a knees bent L sit. So with this, we're nearly to an L. A full L sit would be legs straight out there. With the knees bent, we're just doing a slight modification. It's to be a little bit easier as we bring the leverage in closer towards our body. You can see I'm using blocks because my arms are a little too short, even with good form. I just can't get myself off the ground. So if that's the case with you as well, you can use something like yoga blocks like me, or you can use a set of dumbbells next to you, or some push-up handles, or even like a stack of books, as long as it's the same height on either side. Whatever you're going to do, position them right at your sides. You can position them basically just a little bit in front of your shoulders because that's where you're going to end up. Just leverage is going to swing your body that way with your feet out in front of you. But before you do, you really want to first check in. Try to get your spine up as long and tall as you possibly can. There's going to be some rounding in your lower back there just because of the leverage and the positioning, but you really want to try to keep it as tall and long as you possibly can. And then you want to keep your shoulders really squeezed back as best as you possibly can, really getting them locked back there. So from that positioning there, so shoulders back and down means my chest is coming up and out, spine's up nice and tall, as long as I possibly can. Knees are a little bit bent with the feet closer in, and then you can either press your hips up and then pick your feet up, or you just pick it all up together and hold. And then you're going to hold this up here, constantly checking in with your form throughout for as much time as you've been instructed or can do so until your form falters. If you start to lose that form, start to round out, squeeze those shoulders back, arch that back up nice and tall. And if you still can't fix it, drop down and reset. Don't keep pushing for higher time if your form is falling apart. It's not what you want to keep training. You want to train good form. So reset and come back with better form and just add more sets if you need to. But that there is your L sit with knees bent. A lot going on, super intense. Don't try this exercise unless you've really progressed up to this point and have built up a lot of good stability in your elbows, your shoulders, your wrists, everything. Really, that's where all the leverage is. Make sure that's nice and healthy and strong and a good back. If you got any back issues, I wouldn't be trying this because this is basically holding a rounded back. Most of the time, we really want to try and maintain a nice neutral spine through most of our exercises. This is inevitably probably going to round it. So because of that, try to stay away from it until you are in a place where you can hold a rounded back in that kind of rigid hold. For your L sit, holds the knees bent.